Okay, let's talk about Plantcakes. Fancy and everyday vegan cakes for everyone. And joining us now is the baker behind this book. Yes, Lyndsay Sung is with us, and she's brought some really tasty, beautiful samples with her as well. Welcome back to our Vancouver.
Thank you, Gloria. Thanks for having me.
So what inspired this particular book? Where are we at with vegan baking?
So the way people eat these days, everybody's going plant forward. Everyone's switching to plant-based or plant curious about all the different ingredients and foods you can now eat that are plant-based. So plant cakes just seem like a perfect opportunity to show everybody how to do delicious, beautiful cakes that also happen to be vegan.
Okay, happen to be vegan, but that means you got to change out some of the classic or the ingredients that we're used to.
Yeah.
The flours, the eggs, the butter, that type of thing. What's the most challenging part of doing that?
So these days, with all the different plant-based ingredients that are currently available, plant-based butter, there's tons of choices. There's all different types of plant milks, whether it's soy, oat, or almond, or coconut milk. So
What's your go-to plant-based butter?
For plant-based butter, you have to use the brick form in order to make the buttercreams.
Okay.
If you use the tub style, it's a little bit too watery.
Okay.
So go for the brick form, unsalted.
Okay.
Well. Yeah.
That's
Add your own salt at the end.
Okay, no particular brands, you're just saying go for the brick.
Becel actually is the one that I tend to use.
Okay.
I've done the most experimenting with that one.
Okay, and what about the grains? What about the
Flour? No problem. Anything you want. Yep. So we do flour, we do sugar. You just want to make sure it's vegan. So if you're in doubt, contact the manufacturer.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, going organic is probably your best bet.
All right, so when we talk about plant-based butter then, what's in it?
So it's vegetable oil. So
Okay.
it's like a margarine, I guess. But
Yep.
so there's coconut oil, vegetable oil in this one.
All right. Now, something really necessary is some kind of emulsifier and something that's going to hold everything together. We use eggs
Right.
when we're not vegans.
Yeah.
What do you use?
So the majority of the cakes in plant cakes, I use a scientific reaction of baking soda and vinegar. So that sort of give it the leavening boost. Okay. I also use aquafaba, which is the liquid left over from a can of chickpeas.
Oh.
And you whisk that up, and it has very similar properties to an egg white.
Oh, I see. No, I
Yeah.
heard someone talking about using aquafaba to put that little finishing touch on a whiskey sour, or what where we use egg whites or something instead of that to finish off a cocktail.
These cakes here from Plant Cakes, they are used with vegan Swiss meringue buttercream.
Yeah.
So what you do is you would whip your meringue, but instead of using a traditional egg white, you would use the aquafaba liquid, and it whips up just like a meringue. You add your sugars, you add your plant butter, you add your flavorings, and then you can pipe and decorate just like you would a regular fun party cake.
So do you find yourself going through a whole lot of chickpeas?
Oh yes, the freezer is like just freezer bags full of chickpeas.
So what do you do with the actual chickpeas after that? If you take away the liquid and the
we do like a chickpea curry, or you make hummus, or you give it away. You're like, hey neighbor, you want some chickpeas?
Who needs some chickpeas? I really want to get down to the decorating here.
Okay.
Like, what have we got? What are you working with?
I brought some offset spatulas and some colored buttercream. So these cakes have like a buttercream painting effect. So I'll give you that spatula.
Feels like we're in a playroom or something with these bright colors, don't you think?
So what you do is you just take a little bit of like that much of the buttercream.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna, I'll do it on the top maybe, or on the side for you.
Okay.
And you just do a little swoop.
Can I do one here?
Of course.
Oh.
There you go. Oops, swoop away.
Oh, this is too fun. This is like coloring.
And then on the top, you can just swoop. And you want to make sure the cake is cold before you do the buttercream.
Oh, because then it's going to make a smushy mess.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love this. It's like painting.
And then you want to just make sure you're not totally mixing up all the colors, because you can create a brown shade, but which could be all right.
We didn't do any blue. We didn't do some blue swooshes.
Oh, okay. Here's another.
Okay.
And then I also brought these piping bags with buttercream in them. So this is just an easy, fun, fast way to add some texture and detail to your cake.
Right.
And so what you do is you just squeeze the piping bag down and you pull it up. So that's like called a drop star. And then if you want to do a quick border, so you just squeeze and pull, and then you just do the next one right on top of that one.
What kind of demand are you seeing for this, just as people's tastes change?
Honestly, the excitement around plant cakes, it's been really cool to see. The book came out yesterday. So just seeing everybody excited about trying all the recipes, like baker friends that I know have been trying the buttercreams and with great success. And it's just nice to be able to serve a cake that is delicious. And again, like, you go to a party these days, there's so many different eating styles. You've got vegans, vegetarians, maybe somebody who's allergic to dairy.
Right.
And you cut up the birthday cake and everyone's like enjoying their piece. No one's getting the weird, like, tofu cupcake on the side.
Do
or
you
something.
notice? I'm going to have to get you to cut into this.
yes,
but
let's do it.
Would someone notice that this is a vegan cake?
I mean, I've been fooling my family
I got a
for
plate.
years. They've been my guinea pigs. Yeah, my whole family, my parents, my nieces and nephews, obviously my husband and son.
Tell them it's vegan.
So I'll bring the
Is that
cake. It'll look like one of these, and
Yeah.
then 5 minutes later, after they've all eaten their cake and they're all like, "Oh, that was so good, Lyndsay," then I'll be like, "That was vegan."
Well, you know what?
love
Now
doing, yeah.
that you put out this cookbook, they're going to be suspicious right from the start. You know that's going to happen.
Yeah, they are very, very supportive, and they're pretty excited. And honestly, they can't believe it. So here is.
Look, the first piece is always the hardest, and look at
Oh,
you.
look at that.
That is gorgeous. That
this
is
one
just
is-
gorgeous. So what kind of cake is this?
It's a vanilla cake, and it's got a Swiss meringue buttercream, and it's got some of these berries chopped up in, and there's a jam as well.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I love that. Look at the layering there. Okay, we're going to do this.
Yeah, so
Vegan.
yeah, try it out. And
Tell them it's vegan. Oh, that is gorgeous. It is really gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It brightens up our studio and it brightens up our day. It really does. All the
thank
best to
you.
you and congratulations on the new cookbook.
Thank you so much, Gloria. Yeah.